De Zerbi's on the list. I really, truly believe if they really wanted him, we could have gone for him now. I know he said he wants to wait till the summer, but I think we could have gone for him now. I think we could have convinced him to come in. Not maybe now, but maybe he has a few weeks break and then come in. I think we could have, or maybe a week break. He's got 12 days between now and the Arsenal game.
Mm-hmm.
I think we could have probably convinced him to come in during that time if he truly wanted it, because he wants to return to the Premier League. There's no guarantee he gets any other Premier League job. This one's open right now, so he can either take it or leave it kind of thing. But I don't think we really wanted him. I don't truly believe that. I think he's on the list because he's a good manager. But yeah, go on. What are the other names?
So Matt Law is reporting that Marco Rose and Edin Terzic have been added to Tottenham's list as club have started to interview candidates to succeed Thomas Frank. Both of these are interesting because Marco Rose, out of nowhere last night, became the book in Germany. Edin Terzic is also an interesting one because he obviously got Borussia Dortmund to the Champions League final, didn't he? And Matt Law says Edin Terzic is interested in taking the Tottenham job, having turned down several approaches from European clubs in order to manage in the Premier League. So he's desperate for a Premier League job, Edin Terzic. And I think he's a name that we've been linked to in the past. I think he had that mad season at Dortmund, didn't he, where they got to the Champions League final and they bottled the league on the last day.
Oh, they were top going to the last day and they lost, didn't they?
Yeah. So, I mean, but what a season that is. Like, to go into the top over Bayern Munich last day of the season and get to the Champions League final. All right, they didn't get over the line. Very much Poch vibes there. But, yeah, what's your thoughts on Edin?
Yeah, he did a great job, but then he was gone the next season.
Yeah.
I didn't exactly do well the next season, but people are very down on him. They think his football isn't great. He doesn't seem to have much of a philosophy. He just seems to be only adapting without really having some sort of set way of playing, which can be a good thing, but why has no one touched him ever since he's gone? If he's that good, there's something telling me about.
Well, they're saying he has. He's turned down several approaches.
From who?
From European clubs. Because he wants to move to the Premier League.
I don't know. I don't know if I'll trust him with a big project based on that job he did at Dortmund. I know he had a good season, but in terms of a long-term thing, I don't know. I think we could have had him.
You know what I would like? I would like Edin Terzic to come in as the interim. I think he could have been a decent interim because, like, with that Champions League experience as well,
yeah, that's
of
fair.
getting to a final.
I would have taken him as interim 100%, but not a permanent. I wouldn't appoint him as a permanent. I think that's too much of a risk, in my opinion. When it comes to Marco Rose, he managed Xavi, didn't he? At Leipzig.
At Leipzig, yeah.
Yeah, so I think he has experience there playing that like 4-2-2-2, I think. He comes in. He didn't do great at Dortmund, although they finished second. He didn't do great. He was only lasted a year. Went to Leipzig. He did a pretty good job there, but then he ended up falling short in the end, although he did win a cup. I don't know too much about him. I just know the Dortmund fans I know didn't like him particularly much. Again, it doesn't seem like a guy I would trust too much, to be honest. I just think when you've got Poch or De Zerbi, they've got the Premier League experience. They're safer bets. I don't know if Terzic or Rose would be my ones I'd trust to a point. Doesn't seem like great fits.
Yeah, I'm just not sure about either of them. I need to know more about them, to be honest, before I make an actual judgment on it. But they are interesting names to be added to the list. But yeah, look, I feel that all roads just lead to Pochettino. I feel that's the plan of the club. I think that's what the club are going to do. I think it's an easy win for the club, and let's just get it done.
I think after the Frank debacle and after all the club have been talking, I think they are going to want to make a bit of a statement with the next manager appointment. They're going to want to show they're ambitious, right? They're going to want to show the fans, look, we're here to win and blah, 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 and we want to get Spurs back to challenging. And look, whether you think Pochettino represents that, I think it's an appointment that can get everyone back on side very quickly. I think they want my point is they're going to want a big name, I think. They want a big name. I don't think Rose or Terzic's going to do it. I think Poch would do it. De Zerbi might do it. But I think they're going to want a name.
Yeah, I think Poch trumps them all, to be honest. And do you think that with Pochettino they could announce it before the World Cup, before the end of the season?
They could, but I just remember Lopetegui. They did that, and they sacked him before the World Cup started because he was already thinking of post.
The thing is, would Poch want that? Would he mind that?
Would he want it? I don't know. I think he wants to manage at the World Cup. It's a good opportunity.
I don't think they'll care too much, the US national team. I think he was literally just brought in for this World Cup. Get them competitive at the World Cup. So I don't think the USA would mind that too much.
Maybe they'll announce it before. Maybe I wouldn't be shocked. I'd like to know what's going on. I wouldn't want it to be a whole summer of what do you call it, confusion. So definitely, I think let's get it sorted as soon as possible. But at the end of the day, he has got a job to do. So if he's saying, look, let's just wait to get it all sorted, then that's what we've got to do.
I want to know from you guys out there, what's your thoughts on Marco Rose and Edin Terzic? Would you like to see one of them given the job? Let us know. Put a comment in the comment section. Rose, Terzic, or Pochettino? Where are you guys' heads at? I think I know which way you guys are going to go, but let us know if any of those two do stand out for you. But that is the news right now in terms of the manager situation. Igor Tudor is all but announced as the interim manager till the end of the season. First game doesn't come any bigger with the North London derby. And Rose and Terzic have been mooted about a potential summer appointment. And obviously the Pochettino rumours are always going to be there. So
what I think Tudor will bring is definitely a bit more passion. He seems like a guy who doesn't take any shit, does he? He doesn't take anything from the players or anything. So any sort of lack of professionalism.
I don't know, but like judging by what his face looks like, he looks like that.
I think that's the kind of character he is. He seems like a bit of a volatile character as well. So I think the players, maybe the player, he instantly can command that respect from the players, which Frank just wasn't able to do.
Yeah, absolutely. So look, we'll see how it all works out.